Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the 7 C's of effective business communication. The 7 C's are clarity, completeness, correctness, conciseness, concreteness, courtesy, and consideration. These 7 C's play a key role for the success of any company or business organization. All these 7 C's are vital in effective business communication. If we apply all these 7 C's in business communication, then it will facilitate in building strong relationship with the customer and maintaining the goodwill and reputation of the business. All these 7 C's ensure that the business message is well crafted, purposeful, and audience friendly. Let's start the lecture. Why communication matter? Clear communication is the key for business success. So in for clear communication, we have to avoid the misunderstanding and error, and we have to build professional relationships. The 7 C's of communications. In 7 C's of communications, there are 7 C's. First is clarity, second is conciseness, third is correctness, fourth is completeness, fifth is concreteness, sixth is courtesy, and seventh is consideration. So now I will discuss the first one, which is clarity. So in clarity, we have to be clear about message and goals. So be clear about your message and goals and use simple and precise language. So examples are, so first is the vague statement. The vague statement is, vague means unclear. So vague statement is, we might consider it later, but the clear statement is, we will review this next Monday. And the vague statement is, let's do this soon, and the clear statement is, let's complete this by Friday at 5 p.m. The vague statement is like this, we should look into that, and the clear statement is, let's investigate the customer complaint by Friday. So in the effective business communication, we have to ensure that the message is clear, concise, straightforward, unambiguous, free of confusion, directly to the point, and easily understand for the receiver. So example, avoid jargon, use simple words, and be direct. Avoid jargon mean we have to avoid the slang words. So the goal is to ensure that the recipient interprets the message exactly as you intended. And clarity improves understanding, save time, and reduce the risk of error in business communication. Clarity ensures your message is understood correctly, prevent miscommunication, and helps others respond accurately and quickly. So the key principles in clarity is that we have a clear purpose, use simple and everyday language, keep sentences short and direct, maintain logical flow, and we have to avoid the ambiguity. So examples are, the unclear statement is like that, we may need to consider changing the schedule if things go wrong. The clear statement is, if the supplier delays delivery, we will reschedule the meeting to next Monday. The unclear statement is, we might deliver the order sometime next week if things go well. And the clear statement is like that, we will deliver the order by Thursday, July 17. Unclear statement is like that, we should look into that. And the clear statement is, let's investigate the customer complaint by Friday. The unclear statement is like that, let's do this soon, and the clear statement is like that, let's complete this by Friday at 5 p.m. Second is conciseness. Conciseness is that we have to keep it short and to the point. We have to keep the message short and to the point, and we have to avoid unnecessary words and repetition. Example is like that, wordy, due to the fact that, so we have to eliminate due to the fact that, and we have to use the word because. So because a single word, and due to the fact that is for 4 to 5 words. So we have to use the concise words. So we don't need to use the wordy message in effective business communication. So example is the wordy statement. Wordy word is that due to the fact that, and the concise word is only because. So we have to use the word because instead of due to the fact that. Conciseness enhances communication by making it sharp, purposeful, and efficient. Conciseness means expressing your message in as few words as necessary without sacrificing clarity or completeness. In business communication, time is valuable and a concise message shows respect for the recipient's time, improves understanding, and eliminates confusion. Tips for being concise: that we have to replace phrases with single word, e.g. due to the fact that, so we have to use only a single word because instead of writing due to the fact that, and we have to avoid redundancy like each and every, so we have to use only the word each, no need to write each and every. So eliminate filler words like really, very, basically, actually. So we have to eliminate filler words like really, very, basically. We don't need to use these words really, very, and basically and actually in the effective business communication message. So, and we have to eliminate filler words in conveying message vocally through voice. So ha, who, like this. We have to avoid these filler words. So in effective business communication writing, we have to eliminate the word really, very, basically, and actually in the effective business communication writing when we have to convey the message in writing. So the key principle in conciseness is that that get to the point quickly, avoid unnecessary words, and say more with fewer words. Key feature of concise communication. Say more with fewer words means, as in the previous slides I mentioned you that we have to use a single word like because instead of due to the fact that. And key feature of concise communication: brevity, relevance, directness, focus messages. So we have to use fewer words without losing meaning. So the meaning of brevity is we have to use fewer words without losing meaning. So we have to use fewer words, but we have to keep in mind that we don't lose the meaning of the word. So meaning should be remain the same, but we have to use fewer words without losing meanings. And what is relevance? Relevance means include only essential information and remove redundancies. And directness, we get straight to the point without unnecessary background or filler. Focus messaging, and we have to stick to one ideas or objective per communication. We have to stick to one ideas or objective per communication. We have to focus on to one ideas when we have to conveying message to our client or customers. And why conciseness matters in business? So conciseness saves time for both sender and receiver. Conciseness conciseness, we have to keep attention, focus on the main message. And the conciseness improves readability, especially in emails and reports. And conciseness helps in making quicker decisions. So the examples are wordy decision and concise sentences. Wordy sentences and concise sentences. So wordy sentence is like that: I am writing this email to let you know that we have received your order and it is currently being processed. But the concise sentence is like that: your order has been received and is being processed. The second word statement is: at this point in time we are not able to approve your request due to a lack of available fund. It is a wordy sentence and we have to convert it into a concise sentence. So concise sentence is like that: we cannot approve your request due to the lack of funds. And the third wordy sentence is: in the event that you need assistance, please do not hesitate to contact us at any time. But we have to convert this wordy sentence into a very concise sentence. The concise sentence is like that: if you need help, contact us anytime. And the third one is correctness. So in correctness, we have to use correct grammar and facts, proofread your message. An example is like that: the wrong statement is your balance are $500, but the right word is your balance is $500. So there is a mistake in in this sentence is a mistake, because balance is a singular word, so we have to use is for balance. If is there your balances are, so we have to use are, but the balance is itself is a single word, so we have to use is instead of are. So the wrong statement is your wrong sentence is your balance are $500, but the right sentence is your balance is $500. So correctness is the foundation of professional communication. It ensures that your message is not only understood but also respected and trusted by your audience. Correctness in effective business communication. Correctness refers to the accuracy of the information conveyed and the proper use of language in business communication. It involves using the correct grammar, punctuation, spelling, and facts to ensure the message is professional and credible. Importance of correctness. Correctness builds trust and credibility, and the correctness reduces the risk of misunderstandings or costly errors, and the correctness enhances your professional image, and the correctness reflects attention to detail and respect for the audience. Key element of correctness. Grammatical accuracy. In the correctness, we have to use proper sentence structure, punctuation, and spelling, and we have to avoid common grammar mistake like subject verb disagreement or incorrect tenses. The second is factual accuracy. In the correctness, we have to ensure the name, dates, figure, and other data are correct. And in the correctness, we have to see that the double-checked facts and references before sharing. We have to double-check the facts and references before sharing the message to the other party. So the third one is appropriate tone and language. In the correctness, we have to use the right level of formality and professionalism for the audience, and we have to avoid offensive and ambiguous terms. Ambiguous means unclear and any doubts in the terms, so we have to use ambiguous, we have to avoid the ambiguous terms. Proper formatting, and in effective business communication, we have to follow the standard business format for emails, memos, and reports, and we have to use consistent font, bullet points, and alignment. Example is the incorrect sentence is please find the attachment. Please find the attachment. So you can see there is a spelling mistake, E after H. So the correct sentence is please find the attachment. You can see that there is a correct spelling used for attachment, but in the above statement there is a wrong spelling for the attachment. The incorrect sentence is we will receive the shipment on Monday, but the correct sentence is we will receive the shipment on Monday, because in the future indefinite tense we have to use the first form of the verb, but in this case the second form of the verb is used like received, but we have to use the first form of verb. So the correct sentence is we will receive the shipment on Monday instead of we will receive the shipment on Monday. The incorrect sentence is the payment was made of $5,000 on March 18, 2025, and the correct sentence is the payment of £5,000 was made on March 18, 2025. So in this case the sentence structure is not sentence structure is not well maintained, because the payment after the word payment we have to use the $5,000. We have to use the monetary value, and then we have to use was made on March 18, 2025. So the correct structure is the payment. The correct structure of the sentence is the payment of $5,000 was made on March 18, 2025. And the incorrect sentence is they are going to the meeting tomorrow, and the correct sentence is they will be going to the meeting tomorrow, because if you can see there in the above sentence that word tomorrow is used, and for tomorrow we have to use the future continuous tense, but here in the above statement, in the above sentence, the present continuous tense is are used. So we have to use the future continuous tense instead of present continuous tense, because the word tomorrow is present in the above sentence. So we have to use the correct sentence like they will be going to the meeting tomorrow instead of they are going to the meeting tomorrow. So the correct sentence is they will be going to the meeting tomorrow, because the word tomorrow is used, so we have to use the future continuous tense. So we have to use the correct sentence like they will be going to the meeting tomorrow. And the fourth one is completeness. So in the completeness, we have to include all necessary details. We have to ensure the receiver has everything they need. Example of our completeness is the incomplete sentence is submit it soon, but the complete sentence is submit the report by Friday at 5 p.m. So we have to mention each and every aspects, each and everything, so that our message will be clear. If we have to write submit it soon, it is not under the definition of effective business communication. So we have to write each and everything so that our message will be complete and easily understood by the receiver. So the incomplete sentence is submit it soon, but the complete sentence is submit the report by Friday at 5 p.m. So what is completeness? Completeness in business communication means providing all the necessary information that the receiver needs to understand the message fully and take appropriate action. A complete message answers all questions, include relevant facts, and ensure the reader is not left with any doubts or confusion. Completeness ensures that the message achieves its purpose without back and forth clarification. Completeness reflects responsibility, clarity, and professionalism. Importance of completeness. Completeness builds trust. A complete message shows professionalism and help build credibility. Avoid misunderstanding. Completeness reduces the chances of confusion or incorrect interpretation. Complete encourages action. Completeness in the effective business message, the receiver can take the desired action without needing follow-up inquiries. And the improved decision making. Completeness improves decision making. So completeness in the effective business message, we have to ensure that it has all relevant details so that the receiver can make informed decisions. So key aspects of our complete message. So our complete message in effective business communications answers all WH questions like who, what, when, where, why, and how. So five W's and one H questions. So the complete message in effective business communications answers all W's questions. So who is writing this message, and what is the purpose of this message, and when this message will be delivered to the recipient, and when the recipient will respond, and where the message is being sending, why the message is sending, and how the message is being sent to the receiver. So a complete message includes necessary attachments or documents. A complete message mentions deadlines, terms, or conditions clearly. A complete message avoids vague or incomplete statement. So a complete message avoids unclear or incomplete statements. Examples of incomplete messages and the complete message. So the first incomplete message is please submit the report, but the complete message is please submit the monthly sale report by Friday, July 18 to the marketing department via email. So it is a complete message that what is the report? The report is monthly sales report, and when the report is being sent, so it is clearly written that the message is that the submit the report by Friday, July 18, and where the message is being sent. The message is being sent to the marketing department, and how the message is being sent. The message is sent via email. So it is clearly all answer. The complete message clear all W's and H answers. So the incomplete message is please submit the report, but the complete message is please submit the monthly sale report by Friday, July 18 to the marketing department via email. So in the complete message, it answers all W's and one H. And in the complete message, there is clearly written the deadline of submitting the report. That the deadline is Friday, July 18. So the incomplete message is please submit the report, but the complete message is please submit the monthly sale report by Friday, July 18 to the marketing department via email. And the other incomplete message is the meeting is scheduled, but the complete message is the project meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, July 17 at 10 a.m. in conference room B. So it's just thoroughly a complete message. And the third incomplete message is we will contact you soon. It is the incomplete message, and the complete message is like that our customer service team will contact you within 24 hours within So incomplete message is we will contact you soon, but the complete message is our customer service team will contact you within 24 hours to assist with your request. And the fifth one is concreteness. So in the concreteness, the message must be specific and detailed, and the message must use fact and examples. And the example of concreteness is the vague word is sale increased, but the concrete sentence is sale increased by 20% in the second quarter. So it is thoroughly a concrete message because we have to include all the specific information that when the sale increased, so sale increase in the quarter 2, and how much the sale increased by 20%. So it is totally a concrete message. Concreteness in effective business communication. Concreteness means being specific, definite, and vivid rather than vague and general. In business communication, a concrete message is supported with facts, figures, examples, and details that create a clear picture for the receiver. This helps avoid ambiguity and increase the credibility and impact of your message. Key element of concreteness: specific facts and figures. In the concreteness, we have to use the actual data and statistics where possible. And in the concreteness, we have to avoid generalization like many, some, or soon. In the concreteness, we have to use the clear description. And so in order to achieve concreteness, we have to describe events, products, or outcomes using precise language. And in the concreteness, we have to eliminate vague or abstract terms. In the concreteness, we have to give relevant examples to support our message with real life example, case studies, or references. In the concreteness, we have to use visual and sensory language if applicable, like we have to use concrete nouns and active verbs that make the message more vivid and engaging. Importance of concreteness. Concreteness enhancing understanding and retention. Concreteness builds trust and professionalism. Concreteness reduces the risk of misinterpretation. Concreteness increases the persuasive power of the message. Example: the vague and abstract sentence is like that sales improved last quarter, but the concrete message is like that sales increased by 18% in second quarter compared to first quarter. The abstract sentence is like that we will the abstract sentence is like that we will deliver the order soon, but the concrete message is like that we will deliver the order by 3 p.m. on Wednesday, July 17. The abstract sentence is like that the product is high quality, but the concrete sentence is like that the product is made with 100% stainless steel and includes a 5-year warranty. Abstract sentence is like that many employees are unhappy, but the concrete message is like that according to the survey 72% of the employees expressed dissatisfaction with current management practices. Tips for achieving concreteness. In order to achieve concreteness, we have to use numbers, dates, names, and places when and where applicable. So, in order to achieve concreteness, we have to avoid using imprecise language such as better, good, or quick. And in order to achieve concreteness, we have to back up our claims with measurable or observable evidence. In business communication, concreteness strengthens communication by making it easier for the audience to visualize, understanding, and trust what is being said, and it turns vague message into impactful ones. The sixth one is courtesy. So, in effective business communication, and in order to achieve courtesy, we have to use polite and respectful language, and we have to be positive and considerate. Example is the rude sentence is you didn't send the file, but the polite sentence is could you please resend the file. Courtesy in effective business communication. Courtesy refers to being polite, respectful, and considerate in your communication. In an effective business message, courtesy helps maintain positive relationships, fosters goodwill. Fosters goodwill means promotes goodwill and creates a professional tone. It's not just about using polite words, it's about showing empathy, respect for the recipient time and perspective, and maintaining professionalism even in challenging situations. Key element of courtesy. The key element of courtesy are like that: politeness and respect, empathy, positive tone, and tactfulness. So, in order to achieve politeness and respect, we have to use words like please, thank you, kindly, and would you mind, and we have to avoid the commanding or aggressive tone. A commanding means we have to give orders, do this, not to do this. So we have to avoid the commanding or aggressive tones. And in order to achieve courtesy, we have to use we have to be empathy. We have to use the empathy words, and we have to acknowledge the recipient's point of view or situation, and we have to use phrases that show understanding and concern. And in order to achieve courtesy, we have to use the positive tone, like we have to focus on what can be done, not just what cannot be done. And in the positive tone, we have to use constructive and encouraging language even when delivering negative messages. Tactfulness, and in tactfulness, we have to handle sensitive topic with great care. And for achieving tactfulness, we have to avoid blame or confrontational language. Importance of courtesy. Courtesy builds trust and mutual respect. Courtesy enhancing team collaboration and client relationships. Courtesy prevents conflicts and misunderstandings. Courtesy reflects positively on personal and organizational image. Examples: the discourteous sentence is like that, send me the file now, but the courteous sentence is like that, could you please send me the file at your earliest convenience. And the second discourteous sentence is like, you didn't follow the instruction, but the courteous sentence is like that, it seems there was a misunderstanding, let's review the instruction together. And the third discourteous sentence is like that, I can't help you with this. It is a very discourteous sentence. It's look like is a very rude word. I can't help you with this. But the courteous sentence is like that, I am sorry, but this issue is outside my scope. Let me direct you to someone who can assist. You can see it's a very courteous sentence. It is a very polite sentence. And the last discourteous sentence is, that's not my problem. You can see it's look like very rude sentence. That's not my problem. But you can see in the courteous sentence, in the polite sentence, you can see the courteous sentence is like that, I understand your concern. Let's see how we can resolve this together. So you can see it's a very polite and very courteous sentence. Tips for practicing courtesy. if we have to maintain courtesy, we have to start and end the message with greetings and polite closings. We have to use the recipient name and appropriate titles. We have to avoid sarcasm or emotionally charged language, and we have to be mindful of cultural sensitivities and tone in written communication. So courtesy is a small gesture that makes a big difference. Courtesy creates a respectful and productive environment, which is essential for successful business communication. The last one, the seventh one, is consideration. So in consideration, we have to focus on the reader's need. We have to use you more than I. So example, the selfish statement is we want it done, but the considered sentence is you will benefit from doing this by Friday. So consideration ensure that your message is not only heard but also well received. So consideration ensure that your message is not only heard but also well received. It shows that it shows that you value the other person's viewpoint, which is key to building strong business relationships. Consideration in effective business communication. Consideration means keeping the audience need, keeping the audience feelings, keeping the audience background, keeping the audience perspective in mind while communicating. So consideration involves tailoring your message so that it is relevant, respectful, and valuable to the recipient. Consideration helps build positive relationships, encourages cooperation, and avoid conflict. Key element of consideration, that the audience-centered communication. To think what you are communicating with, what they know, what they expect, and how they might feel. Adjust your tone, language, and level of detail accordingly. And the other key element of consideration is emphasis on you rather than I. We have to emphasize on the you attitude rather than I attitude. So we have to, in order to achieve consideration, we have to use the you attitude by focusing on the recipient's benefit and interest. So in order to consideration in our message, we have to make the message about them. In order to achieve consideration in our message, we have to make the message about them, not about yourself. Empathy and respect. So in order to achieve a consideration, we have to acknowledge the recipient's perspective and emotions. And in order to achieve consideration, we have to avoid language that could be seen as insensitive or dismissive. And in order to achieve consideration, we have to keep in mind the cultural and contextual sensitivity. So in order to achieve consideration, we have to be mindful of different cultural norms and communication styles. And in order to achieve consideration, we have to avoid slang, idioms, and references that may not translate well across cultures. Importance of consideration. So consideration builds reputation and goodwill. Consideration enhances understanding and cooperation. And consideration prevents communication breakdowns. Consideration encourages positive responses and action. So tips to show consideration. In order to achieve consideration, we have to use the recipient name and personalize the message. In order to achieve consideration, we have to frame request and feedback in a polite, constructive manner. In order to achieve consideration, we have to anticipate the recipient questions or concern and address them proactively. In order to achieve consideration, we have to use inclusive and respectful language. Examples are the less considerate example is that the less considerate in examples of less considerate and more considerate sentences are shown in this slide. So first is the less considerate sentence. The less considerate sentence is like that: I need you to finish this report today. But the more considerate sentence is like that: could you please complete the report by the end of the day? It is important for tomorrow's meeting. So it is much look like a considerate sentence. So the second less considerate sentence is you didn't explain this properly, but the more considerate sentence is like that: could you please clarify this part a bit more? I want to make sure I want to make sure that I understand your point. The less considerate sentence is like that, your request was rejected, but the more considerate sentence is like that, unfortunately, we are unable to approve your request at this time. We appreciate your understanding. And the last less considerate sentence is like that's not my responsibility. It is look like a less considerate word, but we have to focus on the more considerate word. So the example of more considerate word, the example of more considerate sentence is like that. I understand your concern. Let me connect to the right person who can assist you. So here is the summary, the 7 C's checklist. So you can check that I have discussed all of the 7 C's in my previous slides. I have discussed clarity, I have discussed conciseness, I have discussed correctness, I have discussed completeness, I have discussed concreteness, I have discussed courtesy, I have discussed consideration. So I have discussed all of the 7 C's in my previous slides. So in order to mastering in business communication, we have to apply all of these 7 C's in all of our business messages, and we have to communicate with confidence and clarity, and we have to build stronger relationships with our customers and clients.